Hello, and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. Have you ever woke up in the morning or during the day, as we like to say, your mind just get to racing? You got so many things on your mind, this situation, that situation, what am I going to do? This is going on, that's going on. I need to do this, I need to do that. I don't have enough time. What am I going to do? And your mind just be racing, as we say. But it's like that spirit of confusion in your mind. But we know that God is not the author of confusion. We know this. And then the word says to acknowledge him in all our ways, and he will direct our path. So when you don't know what to do and your mind is racing, we just need to settle down and say, okay, Jesus, what's going on? And what shall I do? Because my mind is doing 1,001 things here. But it says in Isaiah 26 and 3. We all know this. So we're going to Isaiah 26 and 3. And it says, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee because he trusted in thee. So while we have all of these wild thoughts running around in our minds about what shall I do? I can't do this, I can't do that, but I need to do everything. And our mind is just discombobulated and out of control, but we need that peace in our mind. So if we acknowledge him and keep our mind stayed on him, then he will give us that perfect peace that we need so that we can go about our routine and do everything that we need to do. So you say, well, okay, that sounds good. Okay, I'm a keep my mind. I'm gonna keep my mind on Jesus. But okay, while I'm keeping my mind on Jesus, what else should I be thinking about? What actually, okay, my mind is on Jesus, but I still got to kind of sort it out here. So we're going to Philippians 4 and 8. And let's see what Philippians 4 and 8 has to say. Philippians 4 and 8. When you don't know what to think on, I know we all have issues, we all have problems, we all looking at things in the world, and these things will get into your mind, into your spirit, and then we know that the devil will implant or try to implant thoughts into our minds that will cause us to be frustrated, annoyed, and everything else. But these thoughts are what we should be thinking on. It says, Philippians 4 and 8, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true. See, when the devil want to interfere in your thoughts, you have to back up, say, well, wait a minute now. Is that really true? Is that a fact? Is that really what's going to happen? Because the devil will have a thought planted in your mind, and it's always going to be the worst thing there is. But then you have to back off, and the word says, whatsoever things are true. So when that thought comes to your mind, analyze it and stop and see if it's really true. And then it says, whatsoever things are honest. Is that honest? Is that really what they say? Is that really what this is all about? Because sometimes we can take a situation and we can make it one thing, but that's not what it's really about. That's not really the way it happened. That's not really what the person intended. That's not really what's, life is about. So put these thoughts in your mind, thoughts that are true, thoughts that are honest. It say, whatsoever things are just, because once again, the devil will have you thinking something, and that's not just. That's not the way you should treat people or that you should address the situation. But have your mind on Jesus, and you will think thoughts that are honest, pure, just. Then it goes on, it says, whatsoever things are pure, is that really the way Jesus would do it? Years ago, they had a fad saying going around, well, what would Jesus do? So we have to ask ourselves, is that really what Jesus would do in this situation? Because remember, it's not about the way people treat you. It's not about things that is happening to you, but it's how you react and how you respond. So what is your thought? And pardon me, what's your thought in your mind when somebody rail against you? Are you still going to have that perfect peace? Are you going to get annoyed, irritated, and just let them have it? But are you really going to yet have pure thoughts about that person? Are you going to respond with a pure attitude? An attitude that's going to continue to represent Jesus. So it says, whatsoever things are of a good report. Because in the end, you want to have that good report. So these are the things you have to think about. Is this going to bring forth a good report? Or is this going to, be a disgrace? Is this going to bring me shame? Is this going to, bring shame upon the name of Jesus? These are the things that you have to think about. We can't just act all willy-nilly. But we have to take some time out and think about what we're going to do, how we're going to act. And if we keep our mind on Jesus, we'll have that perfect peace. So we won't have to just react the way people expect us to react the way other people act. If your mind is stayed on Jesus, he will keep you in perfect peace because you're thinking all the time of things that are pure, honest, just, and of a good report. So let's have our thought pattern correct as we go about our daily lives and not let the enemy implant bad thoughts within us so that we can have confusion and disarray. So let's check our thought pattern as we go throughout our day.